This is Orchos Tzadikim. As we begin a new sefer, B'siyata D'Shemaya. Those who are new, welcome to this incredible Hachzek family. I think us, the Magidei Yeshurim, probably gained the most. The Mechayiv, to sit down and learn Musar, and anyone else who's joining, let's take it as a Mechayiv, because only with that we'll be able to dive in daily and learn a few of the precious words and become on the Orchos Tzadikim, the paths of tzaddikim, and those who feel I'm a tzaddik, just remember, Sheva Yipol tzaddik v'kam. Yes, you're falling. We're all falling, but we're still tzaddikim. And here we go. Soif davar hakol nishma begins the Orchos Tzadikim, the end of everything. Hakol nishma, after all is heard, as Elokim yira. You got to fear Hashem. This mitzvahs of Shemar. Got to watch His mitzvahs. Kizeh kol ha'adam. What is the entirety of man? Defining man, ourselves, our purpose. Yiras Hashem, Shmiras HaMitzvahs. Zeh pasuk Amar Shlomo Melech teaches us this pasuk in Koheles, V'hu chacham mikol adam. Shlomo Melech is the wisest of all men. V'haya Melech el yonim vel tachtainim. Shlomo is a melech over the upper worlds, over the lower creations. We've learned already how he's able to speak even to the mere ants. And after he saw everything, and he tested each item, and he taught wisdom to the world. What happened next? Chasam kol devarav. He sealed it all. What is the seal of Shlomo HaMelech? V'amar, after seeing it all, the wisest of all men, Soif shall kol davar hu yiras Hashem. And similarly, his famous book of Proverbs, Mishlei, he begins, Yiras Hashem reishis das. The fear of God is the beginning of knowledge, V'siyim, and he concludes, Isha Yiras Hashem yitasalo. Of course, we know this from Isha's Chayil, which comes from Mishlei. The woman who fears God, he tisalol, she should be praised. Vilu adam acher. Now, if another person would have warned us about fearing Shamayim, the world would not have been able to accept it so quickly. Because the world would have said, you know why? Because you know other affairs. He's free. That's why he chose Mazir Yiras Hashem. Allah. We're talking about Shlomo HaMelech. Shir Ashir. Adam. He's the wealthiest of all people. As the pasuk says, Vayitein HaMelech Esaketz B'Yishleim Kavanim. Shlomo HaMelech had silver like stones. Vayachacham Mikol. He was the wisest of all. Umelech, and a king. Adam. Lo Loimar, to him. To Shlomo HaMelech, it is fitting to say, Hevel havolim hakol havel. All is futile. Ve'ein la'asoik. What's the one thing to be isik, to occupy ourselves in, is what? Ela yiras shamayim. Of course, parenthetically, we mention anyone learning Amid Yomi, the Siyata D'Shmaya, of course. How we just said in the Daf, Kumar and Shabbos, Daf Lamid, discussing yiras shamayim. This was the pasuk quoted in the Gemara and Shabbos. Moshe, the Rosh of all Nevi'im, perhaps the greatest of all men, Amar, Vata Yisrael. Ma Hashem Elokecha Shalom Yimach, what does Hashem ask for you? Kim the Yiras Hashem Elokecha V'chein David HaMelech, King David Amar. Reishis Chachma, the beginning of wisdom, Yiras Hashem. When they shine Arayin as Adam, because we view man, Mivchar Beruye, as the choices of creations, Abayir B'alam HaTachtoin, and this lower world. Ki Umetukan B'Tzel Elokim, were fashioned in the image of God, B'Surasa, in His image. And the nicest of all the creatures, and we have the neshama and chachma that does what? That delves into the secrets of the elyonim v'tachtainim, the upper worlds and the lower worlds. This is what tells us shu inyan kol hakavanos mizeh ha'olam. This is what tells us that He's the end purpose of everything. The true kavanah of the world, and everything created in this world, is all for His sake. And this is why we were given the Torah. Fascinating. We view the Torah as the top. But why were we given the Torah? The Torah is there as the tool, lahayra, is to teach us. Haderech, hayishara, the straight path. Ki adam hu chaviv me'oid lefnei Hashem, man is beloved in front of God. Ki anu rayim, because we see Shem lach v'sham shel tzarech adam atzadik. The angels serve the needs of the tzaddikim. Koshetanam Avram Avinu v'chanitzah v'Yaakov Amar. Ha-malach ha-goya loisi. What am malachim there for us? The tzaddikim. They protect us. Mikol ra yavarich hasanarim. Uksevin ha'ishea v'yoser es-ha-malach v'yuchal. And he struggled with the Malach and he prevailed, Yaakov Avinu. V'Daniel Leimer, Elokai shlach malachei, uskar pom aryavosei v'loi chabaleni. Hashem sent his angel, locked up the mouths of the lions, of Daniel in the lion's den. They didn't hurt him. V'oid matzinu shabam malach lezes tzadikim malichem came to help tzadikim t'chsev. V'yibalei lehu v'yitzei melech Hashem v'yachma achan ha'ashur. And the malachim went down and they killed the encampment of Ashur. V'rabim Keilah, many stories like this. And it's well known that man is superior than all other peoples. That one man is worth of many people together. They all look similar. They're all a similar creation. The nefesh of this one also. Raise him up to the height of heights. Why? What takes this person and puts him on the top of the mountain? Because he rules. Chachmasai, his wisdom, al tavasai, over his desires. Vizeh, and the other one, Hagarua, which is lower, him shall tavasai, al chachmasai. And he walks every day. And he walks all his days in darkness, like a blind man in the dark alleyway, bringing us all the way back to the beginning of his Mesilas Yesharim, the critical and such importance of Yiras Hashem.